In the last 15 years, the UK festival and event scene has grown by nearly 100%. And with more people to facilitate for, PTL have been there to answer nature's call. With over 3,000 loos covering the whole of the UK event scene, PTL is the #1 portable loo hire company.
Because obviously our business isn't that glamorous, but it's fundamental to what happens in the UK event business.
Because if we didn't have the likes of portable loos at these type of places, these places wouldn't exist.
It's a family business which started over 20 years ago, and that close-knit, hard-working attitude is still evident.
But we have to work around each other, all help each other out, so we're all working together at the end of the day.
It's like everything else, it's all teamwork. It's from the beginning, from the start in the office, down to the guys on the ground, the drivers, everybody. It's all about teamwork.
It has catered for every big event in the UK, from the biggest music festivals to royal weddings, and this year has the honour of catering for the event of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee.
Well, it's a one-off really, isn't it? If I was stuck in a factory or in a garage, then obviously it wouldn't be like this, would it? You don't get to see what I'm seeing now.
With all this going on, you wouldn't see it if you were sitting at home, you know, you don't see behind the scenes like we do.
It's just once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm proud to be here, to be honest. Very proud.
Today, the Diamond Jubilee preparations are already underway in the centre of London. There are over 1,100 loos being spread over the capital, so it's one of the biggest events ever. Ben is in Hyde Park, getting things underway for the Family Jubilee concert.
It's early morning at the minute, so we're waiting for the next slice of loads to come in. So for me, that's about 6 lorries, each with 22 loos on. Right now over in Battersea, we've got 800 loos being loaded in between now and Friday. And that's going to just be a constant flow of wagons, basically, between now and Friday, just getting them in, getting them sited, and getting it built.
In Battersea Park, Richard is coordinating the arrival of 800 units.
Chuck them all in a pile, we'll forklift them where we need them. Today we just load into the Jubilee, get everything ready for the Sunday event.
What sort of dramas can happen on Sunday?
People can push toilets over, they can light toilets on fire before now, so to make sure no serious damage happens, and no one gets hurt, and everyone's doing their job as well.
It's a big job for Richard and the team, and time is always against them. To add to his worries, he has cyclists to fight off.
Yeah, they're coming this way now.
That bicycling bike over the way. He's not does his bikers, huh? Mind using the pavement, please? Just use the pavement, please, yeah? Thank you.
There's just bikes going that way. And they can see me working on the road, so why don't they just go behind the toilet, you know what I mean, on the pathways? I do tell them.
Back in Hyde Park, Ben has a small problem, which is going to affect his schedule.
Okay then, mate, we'll catch up later then. Drive carefully, bye night. So we've had someone snap a key, huge accident on the M40, and which means that the boys are now another 2 hours away. So, one of those things. It affects my day because every 2 hours that they're late means another 2 hours I have to stay at the end of it. Which is fine, you know, things happen with mechanical kit all the time, so another lorry's had to drive from London up to Oxford to pick up a load that they were supposed to bring down. So, one of those things. And if that's all that happens during this week, then it'll be great.
As time draws closer to the event, Managing Director Desi arrives at Battersea Park to check on progress.
That's fine, I'll know what to expect when she comes in then. Alright, thanks a lot, Ben. Thanks. Bye. Hiya.
From the office through to the site managers, it's a team effort. And Desi is happy to roll her sleeves up and help.
She's so involved with the business. Say that it's a family-run business. That's why she likes to keep it then, keeps her face on side, everyone knows her, then everyone knows what to expect then.
Toilet rolls in, hand rolls.
Yeah, you know, Mum started the business and it was her that forged really and cemented a lot of the relationships.
Did it get delivered fairly clean, Daisy?
Yeah. It's quite difficult being a woman in this sort of business anyhow.
Sure.
You know, and I've been doing it for years now, and I like to think we get the work because we're good at what we do.
And the reason they are rated as the best is due to their attention to detail and problem solving, which is part and parcel of the job.
Where's the seat off there?
We'll get our sorted, Daisy.
I would like to say that there's not a lot goes on that I don't know about. I don't find everything perfect. You better put a mark on that, and just to make sure, because how would you know? But I'm confident that when the event starts, that everything is spot on.
On the other side of town, the PTL drivers have got past motorway problems and arrived at Hyde Park.
We've just been to the yard at Oxford and picked these up, loaded up, and come down here today through the traffic.
There's a bit of pressure, yeah, but it's part of the job. You know, I mean, if you get an incident on a motorway, you've got to find an alternative route.
They've lost a few hours, but hopefully that won't stop them getting it finished on time.
So after the key snappings and the different accidents on motorways and this, that and the other, the guys are all here now so we can finish off this block. There's another 66 coming in and we can get this block built and finished.
The Jubilee has meant an even busier start to an already hectic event season. But for Ben, being out with the guys is the best part of the job.
Being a family-run business, I started paying off the overdraft at uni, doing all the really nasty stuff. I then went off to army, came back to the business after the army about 6 years ago. So now I can still do all the nasty bit, but it's good to talk with credibility when you're talking to the lads and getting them to do pretty horrible stuff that you've been there and done it before.
Things are starting to come together, but there is no time to rest, and teams are working around the clock across the capital to make sure nothing is left to chance.
Everything's into place. I think we've got a couple more nights left of putting toilets on the streets of London, but otherwise we're nearly there, I think.
I think as you get closer and closer to doors, you'll see and you'll just feel the buzz. If you're back here on Sunday, you'll see what it's all about.
The day has arrived and the whole country is buzzing with excitement for the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. In London, PTL are out in force to make sure things run smoothly.
We're all ready to go. I mean, it's amazing. We spent all week, there's been night shifts, day shifts, a huge crew. We've got 1,100 loos in and around central London, which is just amazing. So cycling in here this morning, I was passing row after row of our kit, which is just fantastic.
Smoothly so far. We've had one or two little problems, not much, little hiccups here and there, but it's all come together nice. We've always got to walk around, just keep an eye on things or so.
90,000 have turned up for the river pageant. But with so many people, even the best preparations can have complications.
The main entrance and exit for the tanker is that, which is currently full of about 50,000 people trying to get in. It's an empty tanker coming in to prep for tonight to get rid of all the nasty stuff from the 800 loos that we've got in here. So Nigel's just negotiating to try and see where else we might be able to get that tanker in.
Nigel acts fast and makes a few calls to see what he can do.
There's obviously obstacles put in our way, but we've always got to overcome them. You know, it's an entirely different job to a bee festival or dealing with any campsites or anything else. It's just a massive logistic problem, and we've just got to find the best way around it.
They need to get this truck in to avoid complications tonight, but security is tight.
What happens if it doesn't work?
No, it's got to work. There's no such thing as can't. It's got to work.
Nigel's fast work pays off, and with the truck in, they are now ready for the D-rig tonight.
Down past production to the car park. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Working on events this big, problems are inevitable, but it's experience that shines through. And the way the team responds reminds Ben of how great they are.
Hugely proud. I mean, they're all regular guys. We worked with these guys for years, and they're just absolutely brilliant. And to have the scope and the ability, and for these guys to have the patience and be able to crack through it is just fantastic. Yeah, very proud.
This event is all but over, and in spite of a bit of rain, it's been a huge success.
No, everything's going really well. We're really pleased which way things are going. So it's just basically we've got to concentrate for the rest of the day now and the load out for tomorrow. So we've got 800 toilets to remove out here by Wednesday. So it's going to be pretty tight.
It's a proud day for PTL, but there is no time to rest. It's on to the next big thing.
From here, back to the flat, packing my kit, and then up to Donington for download. Hyde Park's ongoing, City of London's packed. I'm off.